Welcome back to RJ's Wild Walks. Today we're taking on one of New Zealand's most famous and breathtaking hikes, the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. This over 20-kilometre trail takes us through ancient volcanic landscape, steaming vents and some of the most dramatic scenery in the country. It's going to be a big day, so let's get into it. Good morning. We've just left our hotel at the Southcrater and making our way to the bus stop to catch the bus to the Tongariro Crossing.
It's a happy day. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
No mai haere mai ki Tongariro. Welcome to Tongariro. The trail begins from the Maunga car park, and from here it's a gradual climb for a valley carved by lava flows. The air is crisp, the terrain is rugged, and the excitement is real. The weather's not too great at the moment, so hopefully it clears up for some stunning views. This is the North Island's most popular walk, so right at the start get hundreds of people, so trying to motor it through to thin out the crowd a bit. Alright, on the trail we've passed probably a good 150 people at least so far, because you want to get if you're a fast walker, you want to get ahead of as many people as possible before you get to the Devil's Staircase. That's where a lot of people will struggle. So visibility is very poor, only 30 metre visibility approximately. So,
Lots of breaks, slow and steady, that's what we're doing. That's the old lady group.
there is a quick detour to the soda springs, but we decided to carry on. With the cloud cover and the big crowds, we decided to push forward. Wait, what? I think our weather looks worse than this sign.
At least 3 buses.
Our visibility's actually gotten worse, and it's drizzling. Probably got a visibility of 10-15 metres ahead of us. I'll show you. There you go, that's our views all around. Good Nigel, one of the most beautiful walks in New Zealand.
So far so good.
Right, we've had to keep up our fast pace just to stay ahead. So that was the easy part. It's much harder ahead.
Keep going.
Right, here we go, the Devil's Staircase. This is where things start to get serious. It's steep, it's relentless, and it's a real leg burner. But those views are at the top. We have our fingers crossed for clear skies. As you step onto this trail, you're literally walking through history. This whole area was shaped by powerful volcanic eruptions over thousands of years. just ascended some of the steep stairs. Struggling a lot more now. But not even at the steepest section yet. So harder than I remember. Oh, it's harder than I remember. Man. Still got a big crowd ahead of us despite passing hundreds of people. After that brutal climb, we get a bit of a break at the Southcrater. It's eerie, like walking on another planet. Just look at the landscape, completely barren, and the dense fog all around. Yet it's stunning in its own way. I was just getting pounded by the ice and rain, so I decided to hide behind a rock, get our coats on. The next climb is to the Red Crater, the highest point of the hike at 1,886 meters. That's where the best views are viewed from. Just at the summit. So the Red Crater was just at the plateau. So, one more steep incline and we're at the summit. Doesn't look like it was cool. Good views though. Shit. It's like with the push you off, right? We've made it, Red Crater summit, Tongariro. Sadly, this is what we get in the field reviews. It took 2 hours to make it to the summit here on the Red Crater. 744 meters elevation gain and 8.4 kilometers distance. Hard work, the weather, bad weather, sadly no views, just up in the clouds, getting battered. Very busy despite the weather, which I'm quite surprised about. And this is the red crater, the raw power of Earth on full display. That deep red colour comes from the oxidized iron in the rock, basically nature's version of rust.
Should we start making our way down?
Now the descent is no joke. This part is basically sliding down loose volcanic rock. If you see me falling, just know it's all part of the experience.
Okay, Nod? Good. Don't worry, I got it on camera.
Oh, you need that footage now.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Check out RJ's Wild Walks on YouTube.
Yeah, please do. That was so funny.
There they are, boom, the Emerald Lakes. These bright turquoise lakes are absolutely stunning. And that colour, it's thanks to the dissolved minerals from the volcanic rock.
Gonna scramble down the hill. See, a lot of people behind me. Well, that's the reason I wear boots, so rocks don't go in your shoes.
Slid it like down the top. It just needed me to touch a little bit higher.
Yeah, I guess those are halfway in between boots and shoes.
I didn't fucking switch on. Otherwise, you're fucking
Yeah, I guess if you're up on a ridge.
too hot. Yeah.
After the Emerald Lakes, we've reached the Blue Lake, a tapu site, a sacred site for Māori. It's important to respect this place. No touching or swimming here. Just take in the beauty and keep moving.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and I made it up like this.
Right, so looks like the summit's clouding back over again. Now that we've left it, I feel sorry for anyone behind us, but we won't get a view. Going around them will be lucky enough again. The weather's gone bad again, windy, cloudy. Only seeing probably 20 metres, 30 metres ahead of us.
The final stretch of the hike is a long winding descent with epic views over Lake Rotoaria and even as far as Lake Taupo. After the intense volcanic terrain, it's nice to be back
Still making
among
our way
alpine
down.
shrubs and flowing
Rain off
streams.
in the distance there. Again. It's a geothermal activity everywhere. All over the volcanoes. This has gotten a lot easier now, just going downhill. Take it a bit easier now that a lot of the people have broken up all those big groups that there was, especially around by the summit and the lakes. Super busy around there. Now it's quieted out a fair bit.
Are you gonna list on that?
Yeah.
Whoa!
At this point, my legs and feet are feeling it, but there's no better than post-hike satisfaction.
Oh, look at that. Do you reckon lava's created it?
Lava or several amounts of water at the time coming down from the mountain just cut through the rock, eh?
And just like that, we've made it. The Tongariro Alpine Crossing completed. Over 20 kilometres of epic landscapes, insane views, and one unforgettable adventure.
Just been dropped back off at the hotel, finished the walk. Just about 21 kilometres, 5 hours, took us 5 hours, and 850 metres elevation. So for how hard the walk is, I'd say the hardest thing is travelling over that long distance in such a short amount of time. So I'd say maybe 7 out of 10, 6.5 for how hard. For views, I'd say on a clear day it would be a 10 out of 10, but today maybe 9. Still a solid 9. We still got good views. Just couldn't see Ngātahui, Mount Doom hidden by the clouds. But all in all, awesome walk. Just, I wouldn't recommend doing it in peak, because this wasn't even peak and we still must have passed at least 400 people, at least. Busy, but awesome walk. Definitely give it a go.
As I took my final steps off the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, I couldn't help but reflect on the journey. This was my 5th time completing this trail, yet somehow it still feels just as special. It wasn't the perfect day. Crowds of hikers filled the trails, the weather was unpredictable, and the thick clouds hid half the views I'd hoped to see. But that's the beauty of adventure. You don't always get what you expect, but you always come away with something unforgettable. Even through the mist and the wind, this place holds a power that can't be dulled. The volcanic ridges, the deep craters, and the eerie silence that comes between the gusts of wind remind you just how raw and untamed nature really is. And that's why I keep coming back, not just for the views, but for the feeling, the sense of pushing forward, of embracing whatever the trail gives you, and of knowing that even when things don't go as planned, the journey is still worth it. As John Muir once said, of all the paths you take in life, make sure a few of them are dirt. Stay wild.